Hello again, this is the week 7 tools video, and again I'm moving towards making shorter videos that have a more specific focus and a theme, and tools is definitely something I want to do because as I've mentioned before, I'm not taking a class to learn the language this time. I don't even have a tutor. I'm using mostly online tools and and people to get tips and different bits of information. And so my mobile phone and my laptop are major tools that I use, but those aren't the tools I'm going to highlight. I'm going to highlight the tools I use within those. So as you can see on this screenshot, excuse me, I'm still at the end of my cold. So I apologize if my voice is a little bit scratchy, but I just learned about this yesterday, and I just finally had a chance to look at this feature that my coworker was talking about, and I'm super excited about this. So anyway, on this page, you can see I have a bunch of apps. At the bottom left is the Chinese writer that I use. Anki Droid is on the bottom right. But what I'm going to do is, in the middle of the screen, there's an app called Pleco, Pleco. It's free. I think it has some add-ons too. I think I'm still using the free version. Anyway, it has a million different features that I haven't even tapped into yet. I'm learning more of sets of vocabulary right now. I did 100 common radicals, and I'm working on HSK1. And I'm looking at random stuff as I'm walking around too, and looking some of those up. But I don't tend to use dictionaries too much yet, because there's so much I don't know that I find it overwhelming. I'd be stopping every 2 seconds, and I'm already stopping a lot, oogling characters as I walk down the street. However, Pleco is recommended to me by everyone all the time, and so I'm going to look into it a bit more. But the thing that I heard about yesterday that I really liked was a color coding feature for the tones. I'm just starting to incorporate the pinyin, or the sounds, which are the letters associated with the sounds of the language that go with the characters, or the Hanzi. So when I heard that you can color code your tones within the dictionary, in Pleco, I got super excited yesterday. I mentioned before how visual of a learner I am, and that also includes color coding. I remember I took this voiceover class. I really wanted to do like paid voiceover work ages and ages ago, and I'd still love to do it. It's a really fun thing to record voice. For me, there's less distraction of video, of images, and that kind of thing, as far as being the person making the video. Or making the creation. And you can focus on a lot of other aspects of the sound of it when you're not worried about the visualness of it, as far as that goes. So I think it's really fun to do audible only creations. And one of the things that really helped me personally in the class is when the teacher suggested that I color code different parts of the sentence, and it made a world of difference for me in getting the emotions in the different parts of the sentence for my voice to automatically happen as I was reading it, because the colors just changed. And I think this same effect will happen for me now that I understand that Pleco does color coding for tones. And I've got just a general page here. These aren't any of the vocabulary that I'm working on necessarily. But you can see, like, red is I want to say the flat tone, and green is the rising tone. If you look here, I'll do it at the top of the page there. If you look at the one is it ga? Again, I'm just starting pronunciation. You can see that one is green, that's the rising tone. If you look here at the first entry, the BA1 is a falling tone, and now at the top of the page, the falling rising tone is blue. This is freaking awesome. Now that I know this is here, Pleco's gonna turn into my dictionary of choice for a while, because this is awesome. It does have a number of features. It also has an audio feature. So it has, a bunch of different, a bunch of different features in there as well, and I've just barely started to explore Pleco, but this is definitely going to push this towards the front of the tools that I use dictionary-wise. They also have a low OCR where you can put, I don't even want to do that now. I'll do that a different video later on how to use the camera function with Pleco to figure out what a word means. But I want to show you how to color code, because I don't know if this comes automatic. I didn't check the dictionary before I just went in and checked the colors. So, whoops! And I don't want to turn it off now that it's on. So if you go into settings, and you go down to, where did it go? OCR puppet definitions. Color. And this is where it's at the bottom. There's a whole bunch of different tone color options. I was so excited that so far I've checked all of them except the Cantonese ones. I'm going to focus on one sound. I'm going to focus on Mandarin for a very, very long time. It is kind of in a long-term goal to move over to Hong Kong, and although the meaning of the words will be the same, from what I understand, the language is incredibly different audibly. But I'm not going to worry about that for an incredibly long time until that happens. And at that time, I may check those. But if you go to the bottom here, tone colors, you can change your colors. And they even have a night mode. I might turn night mode off. I don't think I want different colors at night, although I understand why you might want to. So you can go in here and you can change the colors that you want for each tone. I don't really care what they are as long as they're consistent. And again, for me, I'll probably go in later today and change the night mode. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're doing different shades of the same color. That might still work for me. I can still distinguish those colors. Like tone 1 is red here, and it's a lighter red / orange there. So I see what they're doing there. So I'm super excited about this tone color issue. I think that'll really help very visual folks with the tones. I associate a lot of, I don't know, I'm a very visual person, and I think for me, associating a color with different tones would really, really help. So I'm going to give this a go. I just started to do pronunciation literally yesterday. So I've downloaded a few different apps to play with this, and when I heard about this at work yesterday, when I was geeking out with a coworker about learning Chinese, I was super excited, but I didn't have a chance to actually check it out until this morning. Thanks to my cold medication, I was up at 5 a.m. instead of 6 a.m., so it kind of gave me a heads up on being able to check this out. So I'm super, super excited on this. If you're learning the Chinese language and you haven't seen this yet, go ahead and, oh, you know what I just noticed? Here, look at that top entry. Not only does it color code the tones in the pinyin, which if you're looking at one of these entries, the Hanzi, the Chinese characters, are the first bit, and then you've got the romanized stuff on the right on the same line, and that's the pinyin. And not only does it, because I've been staring at the pinyin because those are the sounds I can pronounce, or well, at least attempt to pronounce, but it does it for the, oh, this is brilliant. It does it for the Chinese characters as well, so you can match the characters with their pinyin. Oh, this is going to turn into a really good function. I really like this app right now. That's really, really cool. I hadn't realized that this option existed. Okay, this is a game changer for me pronunciation-wise. I mean, I still have a lot of fine-tuning on saying a lot of the sounds. I find that the pinyin character, is that even, whatever, the one that looks like a C causes infinite issues. I've noticed this with names, with Chinese names. I have a really hard time with that. I've gotten better with ZH sounds, because that's a sound that's similar to a back of the throat English D, and that's okay because we have that sound. It's just a different letter. But the C sound is incredibly different. No, I think that's a transfer of English sound issue as well. But I do notice that the C one throws me off. I think the Z one I recognize sooner, and I could kind of get used to it being different than a Z English sound. But anyway, I'm going off on a sound tangent here. But I wanted to share how to turn on this color coding and how to pick the colors to go with the different tones in this, what I'm now realizing is as brilliant as people are saying, Chinese dictionary app that is so much more than a Chinese dictionary. I will do a part 2 a little bit later on the camera function, because that I've heard is really, really useful as well. Thanks so much for joining me for this week 7 tools video. I hope you find this useful / interesting / entertaining. I don't know if it was entertaining. Please do subscribe to this channel, share it, spread it around to anybody you know learning a Chinese language. I would love to hook up with as many people who are learning as possible. Again, as you can tell from me I keep saying week 7, it is week 7 of my study, self-study? I don't know. I use so many tools that other people have created and have generously offered up for free that I want to say online learning and mobile learning experience in learning the Chinese language. So yeah, I would love to hook up with other people that are learning the language as well, especially if they're learning by themselves and sharing resources and all that kind of thing. Okay, thanks so much. I got to get ready for work now. Have a wonderful day / night, depending on where you are. I'm still in Qingdao, China, so I will sign off from there. Bye-bye.